All right, students, it's Mr. Q. I'm going to talk today about your final project. Your final project is split into different parts. There's going to be 3 parts total. Today, I'm going to go over part 1. Okay. So here's what it's going to look like on your document. Part 1 is going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. This week is going to be A, B. So Tuesday's an A day, Wednesday's a B day, Thursday's an A day, Friday's a B day. Okay, because of the holiday. So, throughout the unit, we've explored many problems caused by the coronavirus. Some of these problems were due to students having to do online learning, talked about hospitals having issues, and then issues with people being isolated or stuck at home, right? You're going to ultimately pick one problem you're going to help solve. Make sure your problem is one that was discussed in readings from the class. This is not something you just make up or that happened to your family that's not in the reading. It's got to be something we addressed in the class, in the unit. If you didn't read some of this stuff, go back and read it. Okay. You only need to pick one problem. Okay. Just a quick hint before we go farther. You're going to develop an idea for an app that helps a specific problem caused by the coronavirus. Okay. I'm going to tell you that now. You don't have to answer all these questions. These are just thinking questions right here. Okay. But your app should address one of these questions. So you should be helping one of these groups. Maybe there's another group I didn't mention, but it should be something related to the readings we did. So you're thinking about, what do nurses need, or what do doctors need, or what do schools need, or what do students need, or what do teachers need, or what do kids stuck at home need, or what do adults stuck at home need? Okay, something like that. So your problem should address one of these questions. Not all, these are just thinking questions, but your problem should address that. Choose one of the problems we discussed and explain it in 2 to 3 sentences. Okay? Make sure you come up with a problem that's detailed. Don't just say, I want to fix the coronavirus. That's not specific enough. Don't say, I want to develop a vaccine for the coronavirus. We're developing an app that helps people. You're not a scientist. You can help develop a vaccine yet. Maybe you will eventually, but right now you can't. Okay? Write the problem down in 2 to 3 sentences. Make sure they're in detail. Okay? After that, we're going to learn a little bit more about apps. You know what apps are. They're on your phone. Different ones have different functions. These are the main 6 type of functions, okay? There's learning apps. They teach you a specific skill, such as yoga or cooking. There's reminder apps. These help people focus on something throughout the day. They give you reminders to do something throughout the day. There's media sharing apps. They allow people to share pictures and video. Location apps help you find things, okay, using GPS. Education apps teach you lessons. They could be different subjects or one subject. And lastly, communication apps let you communicate with friends and family. Now you're going to talk more about your plan for your app. This is not a lot of writing here, but you got to make sure everything kind of flows, okay? On the left-hand side, you're writing the problem. This is basically what you wrote on the top page of this assignment, but you can break it down into like one good big sentence, okay? So this box, you're giving me your problem again, and you're writing it like in a very clear way. So I know what your app is trying to fix or address. Next, you read about the 6 type of apps. Tell me which one you're doing. It says circle one right here. All you have to do is underline, highlight. It doesn't matter. So if you're doing a reminder app, just highlight it or underline it for me. That's how I know that's the app you're choosing. That's the type of app you're going to do. You could change you could change it to pink if you want. It doesn't matter. Just make it stand out. Make sure I know which one you're selecting. Okay. And then lastly, how is your app going to address the problem? Okay. So if your app is helping people isolated at home, how is it going to help them? Okay. Think about what type of app you picked and then tell me how you're going to help specifically. If you chose to help nurses, okay, tell me what kind of app you picked and how it's going to help nurses. It doesn't matter really which problem you pick. You can pick different problems, but make sure it's very clear what you do in this chart. Okay. And make sure the function of the app matches how you're going to help. If you choose a location app, tell me how it's going to help a certain group of people find something specific, right? Make sure all these things go together. It's not a bunch of actual typing, but make sure your ideas flow. That's it for part